News, a service of Progressive Windows and Doors. Formal arraignment this fall for the man charged in the death of a former SWOSU student. That's the big story for 7:30. A Purcell man has been bound over in Chickasaw Nation District Court, charged with the disappearance and death of former SWOSU student Logan Musel. Cameron Lewis will be back in court for a formal arraignment in mid-September. Musel's remains were found nearly a year ago near Veterans Lake in Sulphur. Lewis, who was also a SWOSU student at the time, is charged with tampering with evidence, abusing a corpse, and second-degree homicide in connection with the death of Musel. The murder retrial of Richard Glossop has been delayed until December. According to newly filed court records, Glossop is charged in the 1997 murder of Oklahoma City and Weatherford Motel owner Barry Van Treese and is set to face a jury for a third time. His retrial had been scheduled to begin in September, but court records now show jury selection is set to start December 9th. The trial is expected to last about 3 weeks. The U.S. Supreme Court overturned Glossop's murder conviction earlier this year, removing him from death row and ordering a new trial. The state will not seek the death penalty in the new trial. Weatherford Police Chief Angela Orifici says one of the newest modes of transportation is electric bicycles, also known as e-bikes. It's popular among youths.
If you go down Lyle Road or if you go to the new Shooting Star Park, I'm just hoping that we don't get the call that some kid got run over because they're out of control right now. They are.
Chief Orifici says the department's looking at possible ordinances to submit to the city commission surrounding the bikes.
We're looking at some things now for city ordinances. Got a group of sergeants looking at that. We got to figure it out because literally people are going to start really getting hurt.
E-bikes are motorized with an integrated electric motor used to assist in propulsion. Southwestern Oklahoma State University students and Custer County residents will benefit from services offered at the Jerry and Margaret Hodge Center for Pharmacy and Rural Health, located on the main SWOSU campus in Weatherford. However, President Dr. Joel Kendall says the Rural Health Center will serve the surrounding area as well.
One thing that we're doing is we're partnering with schools for some telehealth options. And what we can do is for a school that doesn't have its own school nurse, if a student gets sick, now with this telehealth option, the student goes down the hall, there's a screen with a live nurse on the other side of the screen. Somebody at the school can kind of help do vitals and all that. But then that nurse on the other side of the screen says, it looks like this is what the student needs. So now no one has been out of work. The kid's not been out of school.
Dr. Kendall says the Rural Health Center already facilitates telehealth services for 10 schools and plans to add 10 more. We'll have more news coming up next.
Progressive Windows and Doors.
Hi, Jeremy here. Although most windows appear to be equal, there are differences in their performance and function that can greatly impact how they protect you and your home. We have engineered our windows to keep out the harshest of elements while maintaining ease of operation. To see for yourself, come visit our plant and showroom. We are located just 2 miles south and 2 miles east of Fairview on the Isabella Blacktop.
German engineered, Oklahoma built.
As he seeks election to be the next governor, Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond recently shared his goals for future of public education system in Oklahoma.
We need to focus on the development of our young children. The 1-year-old to the 5-year-old, we know 60% of the brain is developed by 5. That's when they start kindergarten. So to the children in our communities that are sitting in front of a screen and not being stimulated and developed, not being properly nourished, not being disciplined, are coming into our school system and being disruptive. So my school plan really starts with that 1-year-old with quality daycare and access to quality daycare.
Drummond and opponent Mike Mazzei will be on the August 25th Republican runoff ballot. The winner of the election will face Democratic nominee Cindy Munson in the general election November 3rd. Weatherford Regional Hospital Chief Executive Officer Darren Farrell recently highlighted the hospital's involvement in the upcoming Health and Wellness Expo in the city.
We're sponsoring the Wellness Expo again this year, and it's August the 8th from 9 to noon at Mike Brown Event Center. The Chamber is kind of in charge of that, but we're the primary healthcare sponsor. All kinds of different health and wellness booths will be there. You can get some lab work done. There's lots of different things, and most all the tables and booths will have giveaways, things like that, promoting health, and then lots of things for the kids to do as well.
The event will also feature a 5K and fun run beginning at 8 a.m. For more information about the event, Visit the Weatherford Area Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Clinton Mayor David Barong recently spoke about the potential addition of a senior meal program in the city.
The senior meal program, that's where the hospital comes back to a bit of a conversation. Right now, the cafeteria is not functioning because you don't have inpatient need, but it's a full-blown commercial kitchen. And I think there is a willingness on the hospital board or anywhere else in the hospital to develop that into maybe a senior meal program where you cook a meal and people can come out once a day or be a distribution point for the Meal on Wheels.
Barong says another potential location for the program could be at the former Clinton Middle School building, as the facility also has a commercial kitchen. Here's state news with the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. The State Corporation Commission is close to approving OG&E's $394 million battery storage facility near Ponca City. State Capitol correspondent Trey Davis has more.
Commissioners delayed action based on whether a cost recovery rider on consumers was necessary. Commissioner Todd Hyatt says the company has a very healthy balance sheet looking forward.
To place it on the backs of ratepayers without crediting them with offsetting revenues would be a disservice to ratepayers.
Ratepayers should expect a monthly increase of $2.12 per month when the facility comes online in 2027.
3 people face felony charges by the state's multi-county grand jury for human trafficking. Separate Oklahoma City police investigations of 2 alleged victims led to charges. All 3 are in custody. More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
News at 7:30, a service to Progressive Windows and Doors. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral services after a word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
When you lose a loved one, it's important to have someone who's compassionate, understanding, and personal. Brandon Lee with Lee's Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton is dedicated to honoring your loved ones with heartfelt service. His goal is to create meaningful tributes that celebrate lives while guiding you with every step of the final process. Whether it's a traditional service, cremation, or pre-planning, if you have already purchased a funeral plan elsewhere, they will honor it as if it was their own. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, they continue the tradition of caring and personal service. Please visit today to experience the difference.
Graveside services for 60-year-old Denise Renee Vasquez will be held Friday at 10 o'clock at the Greenwood Cemetery in Weatherford. She worked in private home health services under the direction of Lockstone Funeral Home in Weatherford. A funeral mass for 92-year-old Joyce Maxine Simon will be held Friday at 10:30 at the St. Matthew Catholic Church in Elk City. Graveside services will follow at the St. Matthew Cemetery in Elk City. Services under the direction of Winery Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Elk City. Today's funeral notice is a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.